We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go!
His first carry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Nyheim Hines, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Here we go. 60 yards. Rock it. Down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Box truck.
You got three down. 90 is the mic. I got it. 90.
Here's 2nd and 8. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Right here. Switch.
Yeah. Motion.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, it's Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Check, 59. Watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag.
Here's Geis, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? They used to carry pianos when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On 4th down, Lawrence. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Here we go. 60 out low. Ready? Watch it. Go. If you kill it, motion me out.
They'll run on first down. Hines. The 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Second and 2. And he's able to find Wallace. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21. Rosas good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it? It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter. It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
90 is a mic. Don't get nervous. Yeah.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Tight end right.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Check that. Go out. 2.
On 3rd and 2, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check, 59.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 13. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of 15. And 10-2
Go. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team.
Hey, Delta.
90.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. Open man left side is Wallace complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Keep playing on. Let's get it.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Smell fear in that offense. Hey, Wahoo. Be careful.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's got his man. That's Wallace. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Look at me. Door.
From the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Bandit. Hard. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Reuben Foster able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On 1st down, it's Hines. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Naeem Hines on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that 3rd one. That's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Leo.
Back to throw. Lawrence. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read. Hey. High 7. 5.
2nd and 14. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. First down, Murray. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You better talk to your boy. I'm going to protect you.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On third down, here's Love. And he works free. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wallace. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Watch 81, watch 81.
Get it.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
49-yard line.
On the ready. 59. Mike's 59. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Murray now on first down. And it's complete to Martin. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming. Check. 64. Wait. Slam.
They run with Hines. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Check 6 guard. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Mike's 50.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big play there out of Kamara. 43 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way?
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants gain a bit of respectability. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Murray now to throw. That's caught by Howard. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Murray now on first down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver's able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You ain't going nowhere. Mike, check. 59. I'm coming.
On first down, Murray. It's complete to Martin. 11 more on that one and another first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw is Murray. Now he'll escape to his right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
In your face.
58, right over.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. That's caught. It's Malone. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
They're going for it. It's Murray. It's caught by Aguilar. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
3 down, 3 down.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 6. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
We want it. Come to my world.
59's Mike, 59.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Drop deep, drop deep.
To throw on third down. Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first and 10, here's Murray. Open man there is Malone. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
16 more yards. That's good for a Washington Redskins first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10.
Check your hot read. Go, go.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it second and 12. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on, QB, come on.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
So we got man. 49, check 49. 80 weapon. Who's that? Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
They'll try to run with Hines. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Going to give it to Love. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead.
Giants 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, get excited, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. On second down, Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every